Trying to eliminate Riddle.
You can't bring somebody in the Rumble for the first time and change their name to something stupid that people don't know who that is.
26. There he goes. There he goes. You see, he up.
All right, he up now.
He just pulled his glasses down. See.
Back down they go.
Back up. I do it.
Back down they go, man.
I like the Rumble. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I like the women's Rumble better.
I did too. I can tell you that right now. I
just wish that the part-timer winning is like shit gets kind of old. It gets old, man.
Get some confidence in your people, bro.
For real.
How can you give confidence to people that How can you give confidence to people that you take the confidence from?
Exactly.
That's true. That's absolutely true. My favorite thing about the males one was Lashley, and I hope they keep building on that.
2 more years in contract isn't exactly part-timer. Yes, it is. See, you're thinking about longevity. You're thinking about the duration of the contract. You also got to think about how many matches are in that contract for him to fulfill.
Absolutely.
He could have two. He could have this match. He could have Mania. He could have 2 Raw appearances, and then he's done.
Who you talking about?
Edge.
Oh yeah.
You know. Shoot. All I'm saying is, shoot. Can I get their contract for that type of schedule? Shit.
Right.
Boy, give me that.
Let me get that contract for that type of schedule, man. Like, for real.
That's definitely true.
Man, you know how much.
Look at my man Yokozuna out here looking like damn.
Big pun.
So, what was y'all best part of the Rumble?
Man, Christian coming back.
About 5 minutes ago when it ended.
Wow.
God damn.
I think the women's match was my favorite.
How much blading did Savio Vega do after the WWE?
He is at MLW last time I checked. I think he's at MLW.
Yeah, he's in MLW.
Yeah, but how much blading did he do after WWE?
I mean, I think for me it's Bianca.
Bianca, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Bianca.
I can't even think of Bianca anymore after that, man. I'm soured, bro. And I love Edge.
That was trash. Yeah.
Come from the same place.
Come on, the guy was injured for 9 years and had to relinquish the title while at his prime. It's not like he just. I understand that.
But he's not in his prime anymore.
But that's exactly my point.
I understand that Edge had to give up the title and all that stuff, but just because of that, he didn't have to win the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True.
Goldberg has won the title without winning the Royal Rumble. Brock has won it without winning. You could just brought him back and gave him a title shot,
right?
Like you did Goldberg, and have him beat him. Cool. And main event WrestleMania.
No Jamie Milkman.
I never lost
White.
that type shit.
The COVID era is the time to just take a risk on your young talent, take a risk on people, and just go ahead and try. And you just decided that you're not going to.
You're already pumping in the crowd reaction, so you're gonna get what you want anyway.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, you took, like I said, you took that chance with Roman. You took that chance with Roman going heel. It worked,
man. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, now he has to win the title. Like, doesn't make sense, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
For him to lose it.
Unless you're gonna do one of those.
If he keeps it, then what happens? He retires on his own the next night or some shit. Like,
yo, Prime, thanks for that. Yo, Prime, my man, thanks for that raid. I mean, unless you're gonna do one of those, I'm gonna challenge you for your spot at WrestleMania type of bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm happy for him. Yes, you know, he gets to main event WrestleMania. I'm all with it, but it's just that I'm really all about developing the future. I'm really all about developing the future. And there's so much people that there's so many people that you could have thrown into that Royal Rumble that could have had at least a decent showing, that could at least put people on the radar for that superstar.
Absolutely.
That's just my issue. Superstars anymore.
So y'all okay with Jericho being a world champion at 50?
I'd rather
Jericho,
see neither.
Y'all okay with Jericho being world champion?
Jericho being a world champion at 50 on a brand new promotion is not a problem.
And Jericho was there every single week.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
Jericho was not a part-time.
He was there every single week, and he's still an active wrestler.
Yeah.
Thank you. I absolutely love it when people bring that shit up, like he wasn't there day in and day out,
Right.
pushing everybody,
Like he's not
and elevating
part-time.
everybody
It's not that
around
Edge
him.
wasn't there every day. He got
like-
injured. He got injured, then he came back and he won the Royal Rumble.
That's
Like,
not believable. You mean to tell
I
me he beat?
understand. I understand it. If you want to have him win, come out of 30 and win, cool.
Yeah.
But he was there at number 1, man.
Yep.
That's
After
exactly.
You don't know the two guys to be.
And
And
But
then you
he-
do a spot with Orton, and it's just like, and then that's anticlimactic when he threw him out too. I'd rather have him like I'd rather him not throw out, like just have the Fiend come out and just throw him out or
Right.
something. He throw out Orton,
See?
and then he's like, oh, he oops to win.
Right.
Okay, we can be like, okay, but
So
I don't know,
Warcarmo
man.
says, I don't know any of the new guys to be honest. So Edge winning is fine. That's you're
But then
you're
you don't
proving
know
the
them
point that I'm
because of
saying.
things like this.
They're not giving you a chance to get to know these new guys. How do you get to know these new guys if they're not even getting if they're not even given the platform to be known? Like I mean, like I'm happy for Damian Priest,
Yeah.
right? But unless you're
Wait
like a pure
WWE
NXT
doesn't create new
diehard,
stars. That's why Edge won.
you're not
that's
gonna
a lie.
see that much of Damian Priest until he comes to the main roster. But then you're gonna be like, okay, he's gonna be another mid card guy.
Doesn't create new stars. That's a lie, man. You gotta take that one back.
We literally just saw
WWE don't
Bianca
create new
Belair.
stars. That's not fully true.
Everybody that's been a champion so far is like a new star
Yeah.
that they've created. Sasha Banks created. Bailey created.
Braun.
Drew McIntyre created.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman created. Who else is created? You
Alexa
have
Bliss.
The Street Profits created.
Street Profit, yeah.
Wait,
Kofi Kingston's created.
I might
Everybody
get
in
you
there's
on
on
that Drew though. Drew.
Hey, Senpai said, wait, are we talking about WWE
Drew
or Twitch?
he's still a WWE product because they brought him in. Whether he got fired for being stupid, his ultimate goal was to get back to WWE, and everything that he wanted to do was to get back to WWE.
Yeah.
They still
but you gotta
created
admit-
that product.
You gotta admit, he built himself like on like in Scotland and ICW.
I understand, but when he came back, he wasn't doing shit. They gave him the title, and then they brought him back, and then they jobbed him out for 2 years. They
That
built
is
him
true.
back up as a killer. They didn't have to do that, but they built him as a bona fide star. He came back to
Yes.
NXT. Triple H did what he did with them. He came to the main roster. What was he doing? He was a lackey for not Drew McIntyre.
Dolph.
For,
Dolph Ziggler.
what's his name? Dolph
Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Yep.
You know what
And
it is?
he was just running around for a while, and then all of a sudden he's back. Like they built everybody. Like Seth Rollins was what? You know, he wasn't anything really. He was an ROH doing his thing, but he wasn't like megastar.
It's just for
Dean Ambrose
WWE,
was jack all. Moxley wasn't doing shit in CZW. He was okay, but nobody really knew him. And
for
now look at him.
WWE, it takes a long time, and for them to have trust in their superstars to put
it's
them
funny.
at that top level.
When
But another thing,
Yeah, go ahead, finish.
what was it? Never mind. I saw something on chat. Oh yes, no, I remembered. So I think chat is misunderstanding. It's not that we're not happy for Edge. Edge could have gotten his feel-good moment, like his actual real retirement, without winning the Rumble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
He didn't
That is
need
not something that's needed for him.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we're
You
saying.
know,
Kind of like how the women's Royal went down. We legit asked the question: who in this Final Four needs it? Who
and then
doesn't need it?
also
Charlotte didn't need it.
And let me
Charlotte
bring
didn't
up
need it.
another
But
point.
Charlotte in there gave you the satisfaction at the end when she got eliminated.
Yes, exactly.
And these two young stars are your new up and comers.
So
Yes.
That's what they did. But
So
the men's
also-
didn't have that. They didn't have that. It was just like old guard in there with Seth Rollins coming back, and it's like cool. And then as someone said, Finn Balor should have been in the Rumble. That's stupid because he's a champion. Why would he be in the Rumble? That just diminishes the title.
Yeah.
That's disrespect to the actual title that he holds as a coveted world champion of that brand. To put him in a Rumble basically invalidates all of NXT. Says NXT
I mean,
is
hell,
crap. Get rid
Edge
of it.
would challenge him.
I mean,
That would be
good.
great.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I would watch Edge versus Finn Balor. Man, I'm just saying. I'd watch
name me
it.
one time in the early 2000s, late 90s where they use old talent to create new stars, quote unquote. This is just laziness and guys that are out of touch with the business still having power.
I wouldn't say that either. Because if you look at all the old timers back then, they were so old. Everybody grew old at the same time. So everybody that we watching from the Attitude Era were all young, hungry guys. And then everybody else, guess where they were? They were all in WCWs. That's why you couldn't get them in there. All the old people, because WCW ate them up. All TNA ate them up. So we couldn't get all these old players because they were all being eaten up by other companies. So guess
They
what
didn't have a choice back then.
They didn't have a choice. Now you have a legend. Sure, you can bring a legend in. I'm not mad that Edge won. I'm just saying the way he won sucked. But for saying, the fact is, somebody said it in chat. I don't know who these people are. I only know Edge. Speaks volumes to the brand and the company right now is that people aren't watching the product until they bring in an old name, and it's proof is in the pudding when somebody says, I don't know who these cats are. I only know Edge.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
So in order to get eyes on the product, you have to bring in somebody old to show people that, hey, there's some new cats you need to be paying attention to.
So
And
pizza.
if that's-
So hold on. So pizza mentioned. So pizza mentioned.
Can I add
Pizza
on
said.
Go ahead, add to
Pizza
it.
said-
I was gonna say, like, even after when AEW NBA were doing their joint thing, who did they have first? They had Chris Jericho,
Correct.
and their team. Everybody kept commenting on they knew who Chris Jericho was. They didn't know who anybody else in the match was.
Yeah.
Same shit.
And they were commenting how old Jericho is, but Jericho got him in the door. Oh, I know Jericho.
Yeah. So
Edge
hold
win,
on.
like,
So
if you were
RDC
watching
says.
WWE for the first time, go ahead. Read
RDC
it.
says you got y'all. He says y'all also got to understand that Mania will have fans back and that they just had $1 billion deal. Edge in the main event spot is money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
it is money. It is money.
And again, we're not disagreeing that. We're just saying it could have been done better than
It
how
could have been
was.
done, or somebody else could have gotten
It
that
could,
spot.
since
Like,
the
you
only
know.
reason I'm mad about it because there's 2 titles. You can have somebody else go for the other title against Roman. You can have Edge get the title and have main event WrestleMania. But I know,
like I
there's
said,
more
I think,
eyes on the product right now, so it makes sense.
I really
So
just
now
think
they
that
can-
if Edge is gonna go for a title and Drew is still champion, Edge is gonna
it's
go
gonna be
against Drew. Drew is the
It's
most
actually-
vulnerable champion out of the 2. Edge
think Drew's the more
Edge has no chance in
eligible-
hell against Roman Reigns.
I think Drew's the more eligible for the 2 because the way he's also been on Raw, you can't really throw him against Reigns because Reigns has got this whole persona thing going on and it doesn't really fit what Edge is doing and Edge coming back for.
I agree.
Yeah,
And
Drew-
you can't put their most protected guy against any vulnerability where he has the potential to lose, or like Edge versus Roman doesn't do anything for anybody, and if Roman loses, it just diminishes him. It makes question marks for Edge when he comes back. It's like, oh, you're just gonna get fed to Reigns. At least if he fights Drew, like as he did with Goldberg tonight, you can actually see that Drew can take care of people in the ring and make it believable that they had a chance to win and protect them in a win.
Right.
So even if Edge loses, it doesn't hurt Drew at all, and Drew can just roll with it because it's Drew.
Yeah. You
He's
say who's
right,
the
killer.
heel?
I agree.
Who would be the
think it
heel
would
in
be
Edge
Drew.
versus Drew? Sometimes you got to look more than just face and heel.
This
Yeah.
is and
And that conversation gets so tired every single time. You don't always have to have a face
shackles
versus
of
a
underdog
heel.
shit.
You don't.
My bad. I didn't know you were talking.
You don't always have to have a face versus a heel concrete in the books. Like it doesn't always have to be that way. Like you can have a face versus a face matchup or a face versus a tweener matchup. I mean honestly, yes, they've been pushing Drew McIntyre to be a completely pure babyface, right? But let's be honest, Drew McIntyre had heel tendencies and heel moments against Goldberg. So sometimes you just can't always put who's the face and who's gonna be the heel. Yes, that's wrestling 101, but that's not always gonna be the case.
Right.
Well, we had tonight. We had face versus face. Goldberg's a face. Drew's a face. Nobody worked as a heel. They just beat each other up, and that was a good match.
Right.
You don't need that dynamic, but you also need the dynamic of we're in it to win it, and we'll do anything necessary to win, which can be a heelish tactic, but you're not heel. It's just you got to win this match, and that's it. And you'll figure it out. Now we got to figure out who's going to challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
They still do elimination chamber. I guess we'll find out then.
I guess we'll.
I would hope so.
I think he's gonna be in the match, isn't he?
Huh?
Because right now the Rumble's set up, like regardless of who won now, we have storylines.
Which is what the Rumble was meant to do.
In there, we have Lashley and Big E. That is something, but they're on two different brands.
Yeah, but they still do that invitational nonsense.
Rollins versus a heel Reigns. That would be interesting.
That would be good.
Like the colonizer talking to the tribal chief.
I know this may be very controversial, but Edge winning the Royal Rumble.
The blessings from above.
So someone said Edge winning the Royal Rumble was a bad idea, in my opinion. As much as I love Edge, a part-timer shouldn't be winning the Royal Rumble at all. Personally, it should have been a current day star to create a new star having their star making moment. I agree. Edge did not need to win the Rumble to get his moment at all. Edge could have gotten his way too. Edge could have gotten another way. Listen, as somebody who was known as the ultimate opportunist, Edge could have found another way to get to the Rumble. Get to the Mania.
Yup.
Wait, let me before I say what I'm doing.
Wait, hold on. Why the fuck are they putting him as a underdog? That's the thing that's like,
because he came back.
Because he came back. No, that makes
surgery
sense.
and stuff like that. It's like he's coming back. So,
but he shouldn't be like this frail, like old guy. Like, I get it to a point.
Yeah.
But to base the entire, like, WWE has a problem with underdogs, and it really is boring as hell. Where you have to build up. There's nobody on even ground. Like, you have Drew McIntyre, he just beat Goldberg, he beat Brock Lesnar, whatever. Now if Edge goes up against him, now Edge is the underdog. Or if anybody goes up against Drew, with the exception of Roman, they look like the underdog. Can't put Edge against Roman Reigns, because again, he's still gonna be an underdog, and just as what you said earlier, no one's gonna give a shit about that match because it doesn't do anything for anybody. But still, like, I want to see something new. I'm so tired of these, oh well, he hasn't done this in so long and this is the boyhood dream bullshit. Like, can it just be a different story? Can it just be Edge comes back, like, now that I have my spot back, I'm gonna win back what the fuck I'd never lost, and then just go from that point. I don't need to hear like, oh, work my way back over these no, I'm tired of that. We know.
Yeah, we understand that, but like common regular people like the whole redemption story. They want that story because they want it for themselves. So we were tired of it.
Wait, hold on. I gotta read this.
Go ahead.
Pac-Man says, where are the hungry Heyman creative writers? I feel like everything is just stale. You know why? Because we have Bruce Pritchard producers.
Well, Bruce said it himself. People don't want change. And when you analyze that, he's kind of right. The hardcore of us want change, but most people don't want to see change. They want the same formula that's been bred to us forever.
But that's the problem.
When things change,
so
here's the thing, and we have to also do the flip side for WWE. We want these people in these spots. But we also don't know how they are backstage. We don't know how they treat people. We don't know if they're putting their effort into it, if they're working hard for it. You know what I mean? Because when you hear like Undertaker and Goldberg underlying these new guys saying certain things about them, and certain people say certain things about individuals, we want these people to be great.
Man,
but we don't know how they are.
Pokemon go in the back. That's it.
I mean, that's what I mean. We don't know exactly how it is. But if you look at the past Royal Rumbles, when you talk about building stars, the only time you can go back and say they didn't try was 2014 when Batista won it, because that was the Daniel Bryan year.
Right.
Yeah.
And the next year, the Roman Reigns won it when they tried to force feed him. We didn't like that. Everybody wanted Rusev to win it. Triple H won it because they didn't have anybody else to give the torch to win the title at that point in time. Then you have Randy Orton. Then you have Shinsuke, which everybody wanted. They screwed that up because that's the way the match went, and they made him a heel. Whatever. Then you had Seth Rollins. Then you have Drew McIntyre. Now you have Edge. So it's like, if you look at all the past winners from previous years, back in the day when we're talking about building new stars, building things, you had Stone Cold, Vince McMahon, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Chris Benoit, Batista, Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, John Cena, Randy Orton, Edge. Like
this card, can you stop repeating yourself?
Yeah,
Nobody is mad.
Listen to those names.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
I was just gonna say,
we're talking
this,
about-
like this
we're
card
talking about
is
building
wrong with
stars.
that statement. We're not mad.
I
We're
already
not
mentioned
ma-
this.
Look, you know,
We're not
okay,
mad.
hear me
No,
out.
I'm not mad.
We're
And
not
he's back.
mad.
Did you hear
We're
the list
just
of names I
tired.
said in order that
Like-
won the
Right.
Royal Rumble? And we're talking about we want to build new stars and build like the other people got it. Look at the names that won in that era.
Very true.
You know what I mean? We can't, like, when you take a step back on the shock value of that he won, we can't be mad at it
Right.
because it's par for the course. You have Stone Cold winning 3 times. You have Shawn, like, there's nobody new out of the ordinary that you saw here that came in there was like, the only ones you can say are Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio in a 10-year span that was like, wow, they won the Rumble.
You mean redacted?
Yeah, Chris,
Yeah,
Chris
we can
redacted.
redact him.
I was waiting for
But then
someone
you
to say Chris
you look at the
redacted.
last 5 years, though. You look at the last 5 years. We have Shinsuke, Rollins, and Drew, and Roman. Those are new stars they built or wanted to build around, and Shinsuke didn't work out. Just didn't work out.
For whatever
they gave,
reason.
but the fact is, they gave us the dream match that every wrestling fan wanted, and it didn't execute. It didn't work. And that's not up to anybody else but the two of them putting the match together. We can't say WWE made them do that match.
I will say this. I will say with that, very very true, but the majority of the fault goes on the fans.
100% too.
Yeah,
but we
majority
wanted
of the fault.
So,
The reason why AJ and Shinsuke failed is because of the fans. Because one, you had the group of fans that were so set on, I want a Wrestle Kingdom AJ and Shinsuke Intercontinental title match to happen at WrestleMania. You know you
Those
was
people
not
wanted
going to get
filet
that
mignon
shit
at McDonald's.
with a
That ain't
WWE product.
That was not happening.
That was not happening. So that's fan expectation that caused the failure of that match.
it wasn't a bad match though. It wasn't terrible.
No, people were just
Yeah,
mad
but-
about the finish.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But you have to figure out. You have to think
and-
about that. Think about it from a WWE perspective. They give us what we wanted, and we shit all over it. Plain and simple. We do that every time. They go, here you go. Here's your dude. And most of us, if we don't get it the way we wanted it, boom, it's boo boo.
Right.
Okay, hold on though. Hold on.
I got-
Normally I would agree with you on that, but ending it with some low blows, that's
But who wrote the match though? You think they came up with
they
that?
have mass producers and everything like that.
I
Somebody has to
understand,
okay
but-
higher ups. That's
Yeah,
what
but
saying.
I'm saying most, if you know wrestling, they come up WrestleMania, they have leeway to do pretty much anything except drop people on their head. And
no pile
they-
drivers.
They were like, this is how you're gonna end the match, and then they okayed it. They didn't, they could ad lib out there and be like, no, we're not
Y'all
gonna end
wanted-
it on a low blow.
Y'all wanted who? AJ already a star. Brian already a star. Rollins already a star. Nakamura already won a Rumble. Maybe you're wrong, but RDZ, you're one of the same people that was talking about storyline. Each of those guys that you mentioned can develop a very good storyline with either champion on either brand.
Yep.
Any one of those guys, Rollins and Roman, could definitely be a main event at WrestleMania. Bryan and Roman, main event at WrestleMania. Nakamura, especially how he got messed over and losing out on a possible title shot before the Rumble, could go against Roman. Storyline is always important. That's what I mean, and that's what we claim. We claim that y'all want storyline. Y'all say y'all want these different storylines, but then y'all say Edge is the best at storylines. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of other talent that could get you storylines that you're probably not even looking into yet.
This card, you said, I think about it from a man who was out for what we thought was forever perspective. Give the man his day, let it be. We are not saying Edge couldn't get his moment. Again, we're saying that how to get to his moment could have been different. That's what we're saying. He is the ultimate. Yeah.
We ain't tight about it at all.
Right?
All we saying is that the lines did not connect the way that they should have. They could have did a little bit better with how they set that story up. Ain't nobody tight over here about Edge. Nobody.
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody really gives that.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad that Edge won.
I don't care. I do not care.
Like I'm not mad that Edge won. Like
hold on, let Willie. Willie's got something to say.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad, Willie.
Let's think about the possibilities that we could have here. So of course we know Bianca won the women's one, and she's going to go for a Raw or SmackDown star. Let's think about what happened last year with Charlotte when she went and challenged an NXT star.
Yeah.
NXT is falling right now as far as the ratings go. What could make it pop up? Edge show up. Ooh. And Edge could challenge Finn Balor right there, and that will be a way to put NXT over at WrestleMania this year. Not the women's side, it will put over the men's side this year.
Because legit, you can have Edge, you can have NXT in the main event because Edge is the main event.
Yeah,
that would work.
That would push them to actually be a threat to AEW this year.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. But see, RDZ,
the title he's never held.
So RDZ, you saying that I'm saying this with you saying that we're saying this as if this is the last Rumble ever. But also keep this in mind. We are fans that when we see something, we want that we always try to see it strike when it's hot, and we always talk about opportunities that are missed. And then when they go back, how many times have we seen something happen and you're like, you know what, damn, this would have been great if it was a couple years before. Right? Yeah. If it was a couple months before, if this storyline happened before something else. That's what we always do. So I'm not, like I said, I'm happy that Edge won and he's getting his moment. Cool. But you got talented superstars who can't even get off the ground because of the lack of creative approach that their creative team has. So something got to change in that front. But like I said, overall the Rumble was good.
I mean, I don't get it. Like, why do y'all think that we? I don't care. It's wrestling.
Also, what if Keith Lee was supposed to win the Rumble and the COVID thing happened? They had to exit and go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's very possible.
That's a considered thing. And then you have to think about it. They go, who else are we going to give this to that it's not going to do anything? Like, as you mentioned, everybody's got a storyline.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Edge.
And what did I say?
Edge has no storyline, but everybody else has a storyline and a claim to the throne, a claim to a title that doesn't need the win. Bianca won, and she had no storyline with anyone. Her storyline's with Bayley.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
She won, and now she's got a storyline for the title. Everybody else has as Push said, has a claim to the title or a title at WrestleMania. They had beef with somebody. They had something. Edge is the only person that's left in that group that could possibly win it that had nothing going for them. You can't do Orton because Orton's with the Fiend.
Yeah.
You can't mix that up. That's already mixed up. That's why they put them in the front so they can get that out the way.
Go ahead, Willie.
And we would know if Keith Lee was supposed to win the Rumble if he wins the Chamber.
Yeah.
If he wins the Chamber, we would know that he was supposed to win the Rumble if it wasn't for COVID.
How often people who've been in my chat, people who have been in my chat and they've heard me talk about the Royal Rumble, I said the number one thing that I loved about this Rumble was that the possibility of the development of new storylines happening post Rumble was very evident, and that's what happened.
And this is why I love Bobby Lashley and Big E tonight.
Right?
Yep.
Shoot, not even that. Omos and Big E.
Yep.
You know, now you potentially if WWE works some type of way, you potentially get a program with AJ and Big E and Omos in the situation. Like you start opening up the possibilities of new storylines, and that's what's needed to drive WWE to the height, like to the heights and the places that we want to have it as fans. Like I said, overall, it was a great show.
Yeah,
it was good. It was
great
good
show. I enjoyed it.
It wasn't the best Rumble, but it was enjoyable for a lot of.
The Royal Rumble is always going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like it's just that
You know, like it's not going to be the 2015 Rumble, the one that we don't care about. So
who won the 2015 Rumble again?
Roman in Philly. He got booed out the arena.
That's when they tried to bring the Rock in. It was just like, he did it.
Yeah.
And they were like, we don't give a fuck about you or your cousin. Shut up.
God.
Wow, feels bad, man.
Like
So
I
we
said,
have Elimination Chamber on the 21st, and then March 21st we have Fastlane. That's
Yep.
and then WrestleMania.
And then WrestleMania.
Chambers first.
Yeah, and WrestleMania is 2
So the
nights.
chamber,
tune in.
one of the chambers will be getting whoever gets the title shot at Roman, pretty much, and then we have
Yeah.
Fastlane, and then we have, things like that.
Roman versus Owens was match of night. Chat, what was your match of the night?
Women's
Like,
Royal
what
Rumble,
was your
'cause I
match of the night? What was your moment of the night? I mean, like I said, for me,
I think
like,
women's Royal Rumble.
the
overall, too.
women's Rumble,
Women's
I think
Royal Rumble,
definitely.
That was so much storytelling in that. Yeah.
Look at this! Look at this glory hog right here, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It was I was just,
WrestleMania 9,
you know.
Yeah.
There was just
Hold on.
something about that one, right?
Hold up, chat though. What was sleeper of the night though? Like, was the match that you didn't expect to be good that turned out good? And I'm gonna say Carmella and
Carmella and Sasha.
Yeah,
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That was definitely sleeper of the night right
that
now.
was definitely
Yeah.
super.
Yeah.
See, the
And
women's- the women's
chat,
matches
and
are
chat
just
was really
juicy.
good. Chat was good on these predictions. I mean, a lot of y'all predicted Carlito. I saw some of y'all predict Victoria.
High angle of Victoria, yes,
You
sir.
And then we also completely lost on any surprise predictions. No Jay White.
no Jay White,
No,
no CM
thank
Punk.
God.
No Samoa Joe. No CM Punk.
Hallelujah.
I knew we weren't gonna actually get Jamie the Milkman.
Damn. So KB does not need to get a CM Punk tattoo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe next time.
I think Joe not coming out was kind of sad.
I would have loved it if Samoa Joe would have came out. That would have been
Yeah,
really,
Literally
really
just
good.
take his headset off and
Okay,
walk in the ring.
That's it. You know. But the men's Royal Rumble, I wanted Edge to win, but I thought he was gonna lose. Like I said, I was set. They was pushing Daniel Bryan, they were pushing Cesaro, and they did a good job on, like, you know, they did a good job on saying, all right, yeah, these are gonna be your favorites. And you know, they definitely hit us with those cliffhangers and played us. No Aleister Black. I tell you guys right now, Aleister Black is gonna be leaving.
Have we gotten Riddle
I
versus
just watched
Daniel
this
Bryan before?
disgusting thing, man.
No.
Yeah, are you talking about the shit that's on WWE Network right now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was happy, but as I got older, I was like, this is the wackest shit I've ever seen, man.
Oh yeah.
Hogan just getting the title like that again.
Yeah, it was
That
bull.
was
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. Hogan getting
Look at
that
him just
title over
smiling.
because it was so trash, bro.
That whole second.
Yeah. I hated that crap.
Owens versus Bray stole the show.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten Riddle versus
Brian?
versus
I don't
Daniel
think so.
Who?
Riddle
Bryan?
versus Brian? No.
Matt Riddle.
No, we haven't got that.
No, we haven't
Okay,
got
because
that.
like the little.
Well, we
glimpse
won't
saw of that-
get that because Matt Riddle's on Raw. Isn't he on Raw?
Yes,
Or
he
on
is.
SmackDown?
Yeah, he is.
Because that
He's
little
on Raw,
glimpse
right?
of the
Yeah.
chain wrestling that they did there, that was great.
But Daniel Bryan can wrestle anybody. Like he's
true.
already proven. Doesn't matter who it is. He'll make them look like $1 million, even if they're not $1 million. You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
What?
Hold on. That's a damn. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Somebody,
What's the question?
Pizza put in a good question. Wasn't Jay Uso supposed to be in the Rumble?
Like as part of the
Oh!
entrance. Maybe he won it. That's why. Maybe he actually won it.
I don't think he was supposed to be in the Rumble.
I think he
think he
was.
Wait a minute, Jay got COVID?
Let's see here.
Nah, I don't remember hearing about Jay having no damn COVID.
Oh, they already updated it. I could check my YouTube video. I thought Jay was supposed to be in the Rumble. I could check my YouTube video if you guys haven't. Exclamation mark YouTube. Both men's and women's predictions before the Rumble actually happened.
No, he's not on the promotional poster.
That's strange.
He's not on the poster.
Jay did not have
Okay.
COVID.
Jay wasn't on the poster. I'm looking at the picture. On the picture you have. I'm gonna keep looking and see if I find a
He
different
was on
one.
the list on the website. That's interesting.
They took him out and put in Strowman. That's whack. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like those, like when you had the hurricane come in and you had, Because like looking at it right now, right? You had one NXT superstar. You had you had four free agents. Right? One Hall of Famer, that's Edge. And I mean,
subject to change as always. Yeah, I think the women's overall was just booked better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, true. Card is subject to change. That's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Roman golf cart spot? It was. I loved it.
I did too.
I loved it. It was because it was so unexpected.
Coming out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. It was so unexpected. I enjoyed it. So, Jey Uso seemingly pulled from Rumble match.
He can't even lose clean, man.
So yeah,
driving me nuts.
Who, Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking politicker.
Fuck Hogan.
Yeah, but why Kane though? I mean, because Kane is a staple in the Rumble, just like how Kofi is a staple of the Rumble, but Kofi was legitimately injured, so that's why. But yeah, gentlemen, I had a great time.
All right,
Had a great time. Chat, this was an awesome time.
Again,
always
you guys,
great
if
to
you do not
spend.
follow every one of us, future endeavors, it's literally because I know a bunch of different Twitch teams and a bunch of different people. These guys are the nicest community I know. So thank you guys for hosting. Thank you guys for being part of wrestling Twitch. Also, something that I always say anytime that we're all together, guys, especially in chat, don't take wrestling too seriously. As you can see, we're all part
For the love of God.
different. We are all parts of, like, we all have our own niche. We all like that, like different styles. Even KB, Alex, Ansi, we all like different styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
We all come together because we like wrestling, but we also like all other type of content, and we like to share it with you. Thank you guys, and have a great night.
Take it easy.
Let's go ahead and just each one of you guys just like tell people where they can find you one more time before we head out.
You want me to start since I'm heading out?
Yes.
So I'm on here and everywhere else, pretty much Twitter and Instagram. I am Yencid. Again, I stream art on Mondays, AEW Dark on Tuesdays, anime on Wednesdays, and then after that, it's a variety stream of video games. On Instagram, you will mostly see the art content, and that's about it.
Cool. Big Willie.
All right, so you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and everything at BigWillieIsms. I stream Ministry of Puro every Monday and Thursday night. Watching Pro Wrestling Noah, All Japan Wrestling, and Dragon Gate. Impact on Tuesday nights, and Tuesday and Wednesday nights at 10:30 we do our interactive league, the Death Row Wrestling Federation. So if you want to come through, join us. So appreciate y'all having me here again, man.
Appreciate you, Voxx.
Yes, sir. As he said, I'm Voxx. This is Not Canon Crew, so you can catch me with that on Twitter, Twitch. I mean, essentially anywhere. YouTube, all of good places. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It's that sleepy memory. But you guys can catch me. You guys can catch me on Sunday, Mondays, and Saturdays.
Cool. And Tech.
Technical. Can find me over here on Twitch. You know, we play a lot of games, play a lot of things, but getting to the wrestling content, getting the sports content. So we'll be doing that a little bit more. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we do pop-up streams on the weekend every now and then. So catch me there. Follow the link. Socials the same, Teknikalx. Yeah, that's where you find me. We have a good time.
Cool.
Did you just get murked?
Bro! He knocked me off my ass!
Oh.
Bro!
I don't
Who
know
are
where
you,
that's
Push?
coming from, but cool. That's probably my side command. But I'm PushPlayTheDJ. I do a lot of wrestling commentary analysis, and I'm a variety streamer. I like playing what I like to play, and I like conversing with you guys because you guys make me smile. So you can find me here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for wrestling. Sometimes Tuesday and Thursdays for gaming. Saturdays gaming for sure. And I stream when I like to stream, and I just like being around great people, and I definitely got a great team around me in future endeavors. So Just make sure to follow each and every one of us, and especially the other team members who are not on the current roundtable. Kayla Vision, Queen of the Ring, Otaku Asylum, Jere Reyna, Tyler Guapo, and DJ Yencid, who we're going to be rating after as we end here. So thank you guys so much for an amazing 2021 Royal Rumble. Please make sure you follow each and every one of us. Be on the lookout for more roundtables, more analysis, more gaming highlights, and just overall fun, facts, and foolishness. Always remember, wash your hands, wash your booties, wear a mask, tell somebody you love them.
Wash your hands, wash your ass.
Yep, tell somebody you love them, tell somebody something nice. And yes, get your hand sanitizer.
Stay on me.
Always remember to make sure to put a smile on somebody's face, because you never know what somebody's going through, and tell somebody you love them. And always remember to uplift, enrich, and empower each other. Be a blessing to each other, and
got it.
Always spread love and positivity in this world, because that's the only thing that we have to keep us going. All right.